Hello and welcome to the King's Guards channel fan account. Today we are in front of the magnificent St James's Palace and we will be shortly seeing changing of the guard happening in the forecourt of this magnificent palace. St James's Palace has been the setting of some of the most important events in royal history, and soon I will go into more detail in this upcoming video. Now, the King's Guard have just arrived for their first inspection of the day. I do believe that today these are the Scots Guards. And the way that I have identified this is that they don't have plumes in their bearskin caps. So neither on their right or left side of the bearskin caps, I can't see any plumes, therefore these are the Scots Guards. Now these guards have been guarding St James's Palace for the last 48 hours, and today they will hand over to the new guard that will replace them for the next 48 hours. So that is changing of the guard when one regiment is relieved and a new regiment takes over. And shortly the band of the Coldstream Guards will be arriving to play in this magnificent forecourt of St James's Palace. And over to the left, we have policemen and women on horseback arriving to make sure that the public are off the roads and are on the paths to make the space safe for the guards and the bands. Now here they are, band of the Coldstream Guards arriving to the forecourt of St James's Palace, which is called Priory Court. Don't they look magnificent? With their long grey coats and their brass instruments and their scarlet plumes on the right side of their bearskin caps. Now they have just turned 180 degrees and they are now facing towards the palace, as at St James's Palace, when they play, they do play towards the palace. Therefore, they actually have their backs towards the spectators and any tourists that have come to watch them play. This isn't because of anything other than they are facing the king. So they play towards St James's Palace with their backs to the crowd, as they're not playing for the crowd, they are actually playing for the king. So St James's Palace remains as a busy working palace. And also St James's Palace retains an important ceremonial function. The Accession Council meets in St James's Palace following the death of a monarch, and later the accession of a new sovereign is proclaimed by Garter King of Arms from the Proclamation Gallery, which is the gallery overlooking Priory Court. And also family occasions have also been held at St James's Palace over the years, and most recently the christening of Prince Louis in 2018. And we have security at the front of the gates, making sure that no one can enter during this ceremony. And there we have a guard at the back wearing a white and green plume, which I believe is from the Welsh Guards. And the guards in formation to the left, and you can currently see that the sentry box is empty, but it soon will be guarded by the new guard after changing for the guard. And there you can see the inspection is happening before they march towards Buckingham Palace. So shortly they will be reforming and they will march out of St James's Palace gates. They will turn right, which is our left, and walk down the road, turning onto the Mall and down towards Buckingham Palace through the gates into the forecourt for today's changing of the guard. St James's Palace has been the setting for some of the most important events in royal history, having been a residence of kings and queens of England for over 300 years, until the reign of Queen Victoria. As a home of several members of the royal family and their household offices, St James's Palace today hosts up to 100 receptions each year for charities associated with members of the royal family. Now today, we will be making our way towards the Mall so we can get a spectacular view of the change. It's currently dry here, but we never know, the weather could turn. It has actually just rained, so the road is wet. But for now, the sunny spell is out.
Yeah, well, we don't know if they're or not. This is only charged for flag of board. Hello, God, you right? I see you in the corner.
Now we can see a crowd forming on the far side of the Mall, ready to watch these magnificent guards and musicians marching in today's changing of the guard. St James's Palace really is a great location to watch changing of the guard, as even though we can see there are tourists here, it really isn't as busy as Buckingham Palace. So if you are planning on visiting London, of course do go to Buckingham Palace, but if you're here for a few days, make sure you also watch from this location, which is St James's Palace, as it really is also a spectacular view. Now, no one is allowed on the road during changing of the guard. The road is known as being sterile, so you can see people can cross the road, but as soon as the guards start marching, no one is allowed. So I have just seen something interesting in the distance. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yep, we can see a young soldier, a young boy dressed as a Coldstream Guard with his red plume is saluting to the King's Guard that are now going to be leaving St James's Palace and marching towards Buckingham Palace. Here they are, their magnificent bearskin caps. The musicians are marching along the red road, and we have a young soldier in front of them saluting. How magnificent is that? Really, London is full of surprises, and this is one of the best traditions in the world to come and observe. Now let's see if that young soldier is saluting. Yes, he is. Fantastic. This really is truly magnificent. Let's hope one day he becomes a trained King's Guard like all these magnificent soldiers that we are observing today. And here are the Scots Guards turning right towards Buckingham Palace. And looks like the young soldier has finished his salute and is going to walk with the guards, and we are today also going to be marching with the guards. Let's cross the road and let's catch up and let's march alongside the magnificent King's Guards for today's changing of the guard. You can see that the Scots Guards are carrying their colour, which is the regimental flag, being carried with pride towards Buckingham Palace, as they are going to be soon entering the gates of Buckingham Palace. And you can see there are hundreds of tourists marching along with the guards. We are going with the flow of the crowd. It really is a spectacular ceremony. Only in London can you see such a spectacular event. Now do let me know in the comments box below where you're watching from. It's always great to know. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people visit London each year, and on the top of their bucket list really is to come and see the King's Guards. And we can all see why this really is a special event to witness in real life. We just saw the King's Guard change arms then. And if you're enjoying this video, do consider becoming a channel member. It really does help support this channel to create content like this for you. So to join as a channel member, you can find the link in the description below. We are in a royal park right now, which is in the centre of London. So St James's Palace is to the right, St James's Park is to the left, the Mall is in the middle, and Buckingham Palace is at the end of the Mall. And we can now see Buckingham Palace, that magnificent, huge building where all the crowds are walking towards. And we can see the Queen Victoria Memorial, which is at the end of the Mall. And the guards will pass by the memorial on the left side and walk through the gates, entering the forecourt of Buckingham Palace. Okay, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a comment below and a thumbs up. And I will see you soon in an upcoming video.